What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be replacing the axle seal on this 2023 F-150. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is get this wheel off, and you can see back here this thing is leaking pretty bad. We're going to start by taking this brake caliper off. That's a 13 millimeter. And to get that caliper off, sometimes you have to hold that nut that's on there to stop it from spinning, so you can use a pair of pliers to do that. I'm going to go ahead and take this brake hardware out and the brake pads too. You can actually leave this caliper bracket on and the rotor will still come off. Next, I'm just going to get all cleaned up here. That rear end fluid is pretty gross, so I don't want to be working in that. After that, we're going to take the wheel speed sensor out, and that is a 10 millimeter. And it might be stuck on there. After you take the nut out, you can kind of just wiggle it out. Then we're going to start taking the wiring harness off of the diff cover. And I've just got a little clip lifter here, and you can pull that harness back away from those studs. Now it's time to get all the bolts out of this cover. These are 13 millimeters. And you want to start at the bottom so the fluid can start draining out before you pop that cover off. I use this pocket pry bar to get in between the differential cover and the housing to pop that cover off. You're going to have to get all the old RTV off of the cover and off of the housing. So next I took this undershield off. This is just a couple of 8 millimeters, but you have to take that off to get to the transmission shifter cable, and you're gonna have to put the truck in neutral so that you can move the drive shaft in order to reach a bolt that's in the differential. And you put the truck in neutral just like I'm showing you here. There's a little hole here that you can put a bolt or a pocket screwdriver or something, and that will leave the truck in neutral. When you've shifted the truck into neutral, it should look something like this. I shifted the truck into neutral so that I could reach this 8 millimeter bolt that's right here. That's gonna hold that pin inside the differential in. But you'll need to go ahead and loosen that bolt up in the differential. You can see that pin is no longer there. It should slide out pretty easy after you take that bolt out. The next thing I'm going to have to do is get this axle out so we can get to that wheel seal. And in order to do that, there are going to be clips inside the differential that actually hold the axle in. You can see it there. It's that little brass copper looking piece. You'll have to reach in there with a pick or something and pull it out, and then it should fall right down into the housing like that. And here's the pick I used to get that out. After you've got that C-clip out, pulling the axle out shouldn't be any problem. You can see me here putting the new axle seal in, and to get it out, I just used a flathead screwdriver and a hammer and just pried up on it. You can use a seal puller too, but this is how I put them back in. They usually go in pretty easy. Now it's time to go back in with the axle, and if you kind of pull down on it and then push in, it goes in a lot easier. Now I've got myself a couple of rags and my right angle die grinder and some brake clean. We're going to get all of this stuff cleaned up really well. We don't want any RTV or any oil on any of these parts because they might prevent the new RTV from sticking. So here's what that cover looks like after we've got it all cleaned up. Make sure to do a really good job cleaning this cover. That's one of the most important things in this job. Now I'm coming through with a razor blade on the housing, and I'm just getting all those big chunks. I'm going to use the grinder and that little scuff pad to get all the thinner stuff off. You can see I've got a few spots here I couldn't quite reach with the grinder. I'm going to use a piece of Scotch-Brite to finish cleaning this housing up. And this can all be kind of boring and tedious, but again, it's one of the most crucial parts of doing this job. And here's our diff all nice and clean. The axle will actually push in a little further than it needs to, so getting that clip back in is pretty easy. And you can see I found another piece of that RTV there. You can see I've got that pin pushed back in the differential, and I've got that bolt started. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get it snugged back down. Right before I go on with the new RTV, I hit it with one of these metal prep wipes. And when you apply your new RTV, you're going to want to go inside of those holes, like towards the center of the diff. You can see we already got some bolts started here. And whenever we tighten up these bolts, we're going to go in a crisscross pattern. Hook that wheel speed sensor back up, and we're going back in with a 10mm bolt. We got our rotor back on, and it's time to put the brake caliper on. We got a few quarts of some 75, 85 gear oil here, and we're going to refill the differential. There will be a fill plug that you can take out, and it's just a 3/8 square, so you can use just a 3/8 ratchet with no socket on there. And here's me filling up the diff. You're going to want to keep pouring in fluid until you get a steady stream like this, and then you can cap it back off. Now we can go up here and take the screwdriver out of the neutral lock for the transmission and hook that shifter cable back up. And that's the last of it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment. Thank you.